a lot of people have been telling us that men can get pregnant. Have you been hearing this at all?
No, I have not.
You don't have a clue what they're talking about?
No.
Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
No, not really.
They're telling me that if a man has those parts, then they can get pregnant. That's what they were saying.
Really?
Does that make any sense to you?
No, not really.
No, they don't have a uterus, bro. You really can't.
It don't make no sense to me.
Only a woman do.
So what?
It don't make no sense to me. That's what she said. I don't make no sense to me either, lady. I agree. It's really interesting, though, seeing this difference. These are people that I'm just going to assume. I'm going to maybe they're young. Maybe they haven't gone into college. Maybe the college that they chose or community college that they chose, whatever it may be, isn't just covered with left-wing activists trying to push this agenda. It's really interesting to see the people that totally adopt this ideology, this anti-science ideology, versus the people that maybe haven't really been exposed to it. And even if they were exposed to it, would they accept it? Would their logical thinking brain just say, no, this doesn't quite make that much sense. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable with this war against reality. And a lot of it has to do with a belief system. So if you're more politically involved, which most of these kids on college campuses are getting pretty politically involved, they tend to lean left, that has a major impact on whether you believe this religion or not. Right here we have a poll from UMass poll. 60% of Americans say that being a man or a woman is something that is permanent and can't be changed. So you have right here a breakdown of the people that believe this. 90% of Republicans say yes. Now, the difference when it comes to independents starts to drop a little bit, but not too much. But the difference between Democrats, 36% disagree, meaning 64% agree. So because that's the case, because 64% of Democrats say that you can change your biological sex, that will directly reflect when it comes to college-educated students as well, because they'll fully adopt that, because the majority of them are left-wing as well. So it's not surprising that you can go to a college town and hear all these insane responses about this stuff, and then go just in the streets where you're not in a 90% left-wing area and just talk to normal people that don't adopt this ideology.
So what's your opinion on that they think men can get pregnant?
It sounds kind of dumb to me.
I'll tell you what we've been hearing. So they say that if a man has a uterus, has a woman's parts, then they can get pregnant. That's what they're telling me.
Okay, I guess that makes sense, but they would be a woman.
God is the creator of this world as far as I know. He made a woman and he made a man, and he made us for a purpose.
Mama Bear's not having this at all.
Man is never gonna have a baby, so people that's thinking like that are crazy, and you better know they crazy. I'm finished with that.
She's finished with that. Right there, you can see how a lot of people in the black community, they're moving away from the Democrat Party because of this. They really, really, really don't like radical gender theory being pushed on them or their children. Brainwashing the children, they are not having it. Super interesting. Very, very interesting. But this guy right here, he almost has you worried. And he's just saying, well, hold on. Yeah, but then you'd be a woman, right? Right, okay. So you get it. You get it. The creepiest part about this is seeing the power of dominating these institutions where you can make the future leaders of our country believe just about anything you want them to believe. Gender theory is just as much of an ideology as flat earth theory. It's a belief system that not everyone subscribes to, obviously, and that's what the battle over removing gender theory from schools is. Not to mention it's anti-science and incredibly destructive to America's youth, but you can pretty much make people believe just about anything. And that's what we've actually been seeing when it comes to college students having a more favorable view. Every single poll is showing that they're having a more favorable view on socialism, communism. So it's not just radical gender theory. This shows the absolute power that dominating those institutions has. They can essentially create tens of millions of young Americans that think the exact way that they want them to think,